Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome back to another episode of the Hot Lap Classic. This time we are taking a look at the 1998 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 5 RS. This car is four-wheel drive, has 521 horsepower, weighs 1,076 kilograms. That is an absolutely amazing power to weight ratio. Also the torque figure ain't half bad either. Yeah, the Evo 5, probably one of my favourite generations of the Evo. I mean, I do prefer the Evo 6 because it's Tommy Macklin edition, but yeah, this one is a pretty darn cool car, and it has, in my opinion, one of the best looking racing mods here in Gran Turismo 2. I love this Puma white and green paint scheme. It is absolutely awesome looking. I also like the inverted colour version on the 3000 GT as well. Anyways, our Evo 5 is going to have 6 laps to face off against the Mazda 323F, our current leaderboard leader, here at the Motorsports Land track. Will it do it? I mean, I think it's fairly obvious that it's going to. It has basically double the power of the Mazda and less of the weight, and it also has double the wheels driven as well, which should help it. So unless it's an absolutely awful handling thing, it's going to be pretty dominant here, I would imagine. Yeah, let's see how well this goes here. It certainly feels quicker. Interestingly enough, this is, of course, not only our first four-wheel drive car, however, it is also our first turbo-tuned car. Turbo-tuned cars here in Gran Turismo 2 are basically naturally aspirated cars, but a whole lot more insane. Yeah, the turbo on this car is a Stage 3 turbo, I think, so not quite the manic Stage 4 turbo which you can get on some cars, which is basically power in the last 500 RPMs and it all goes crazy. This does have a little bit more leeway, but it's still going to be a little bit sort of harder to drive than your naturally aspirated cars, but of course in terms of that you get a hell of a lot more horsepower, which is something the Evo proves. And already we've broken the Mazda 323F's time. Will we be able to slide into this last corner and set a 29.921 on our first flying lap? Yeah, this is quick. To give you an idea of how quick that is, the last time when I was doing the previous version of the Hot Lap Classic here in Gran Turismo 2, I think it took us 5 episodes and a bunch of supercars to start getting into that territory. To do it was an exchange, and Evo 5 has just done that. Yeah, this is an incredibly quick car, as it turns out. Not a hugely difficult one to drive either. I mean, you do need to have the reaction times to deal with. You have to be shifting this thing and how quick it gets changed directions and so on, but as an actual car to drive, it isn't too terrible. Swing it into there. Yeah, it is certainly a huge amount of fun because you can just chuck it at corners and watch it launch itself out like that. 29.490 for the Evo. I believe it has almost 3 seconds on the Mazda 323 right now. Yeah, that's this car is incredibly quick. In fact, dare I say it, this car might hold the top spot on our leaderboard for a little while. Admittedly, all that was helped by the absolutely crazy launch I got out of this last corner. I'm going to try and get a little bit more speed up on it though this time around. But yeah, this car is set up for this track. It has loads of downforce, it has the four-wheel drive, it has the power, it has the gearbox. The gearbox on this thing is one of the most amazing gearboxes I've driven in this game. Of course, fully customized, but not... it's the fully customized one, but I haven't touched it at all, so it's just running whatever ratios it decided to run, and yeah, it turns out that they are pretty good ratios. We are not going to be any quicker on this final lap, unfortunately, but we're still going to get almost all of our laps under 30 seconds. That is incredible. This car is amazingly fast. I was not expecting the Evo to be that quick, but yeah, that is just lightning quick right there. Yeah, I mean, Jesus, looking at those sector times, it could have gone even quicker. I don't think it could quite have gone into the 28s, but yeah, that's an incredibly quick car. Let's go see just how quick it was compared to the other few cars that have gone round on our leaderboard. Onto the leaderboard then, and it is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 5 RS that claims its rightful crown at the top of our leaderboard currently. A 29.490 means it is almost 3 seconds quicker than the Mazda 323F. That is going to take some serious beating. Anyways friends, I want to thank you all very much for watching this edition of the Hot Lap Classic. As always, if you have cars you'd like to request for this series, simply do so down below in the comment section. Alternatively, you can click in the description and see what other cars people have requested. With that all being said and done friends, thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a farewell.